Coach, tough loss from a number of different angles when you look at the stat sheet. Number one, they shot a great percentage, 52%, a poor percentage at 39 or 40%, but I guess I want to start with it. We shot 42 threes. Kind of got in their style of game, and maybe it hurt us.
Well, I don't know if that was necessarily the case. Really, if you look at the beginning part of the game, they weren't running the ball, and I think – people undervalue our transition, and especially at home here, we got off to a good start, in that, and so that's sort of how we want to play, and not necessarily shooting 42 threes, to answer your question, but we do want to be aggressive, and we're still learning and getting better at differentiating between good shots, quick shots, how many possessions in a row have you shot it quick and you didn't score, those kinds of things. But I thought really we had more problems with that against Northwood than we did tonight. I just don't think we shot it very well tonight. And the way they defend, that's what they're going to give you. The fives are sagging in. Now maybe we could have got around them a little bit more, but they got size at the basket area, and they were doing a really good job of contesting stuff off the drive, and we were getting those kickouts. And, I mean, I think that's as clean a looks as Elijah's got all season long. Taryn got a lot of clean looks in the first half, especially that he didn't knock in. Kat had 2 wide-open threes. So I don't think we were shooting bad shots. We just didn't shoot it very well, obviously. And when that happens, you got to find other ways to try to score. And we obviously didn't do a good enough job of that.
Well, unfortunate when you shoot poorly because there were, like you said, several opportunities. You got off to that good start, 13-point lead, and a lot of things going our way. Williams gets an intentional foul. I thought Trey Smith was starting to affect him a little bit, and he went to the bench. And then we had, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 possessions, maybe – probably, I think it was 3 possessions where we went empty, and if we get something there, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, we did. We maybe had them on the ropes a little bit. Now they're an unbelievably tough-minded team. I don't know that you can fully get these guys to close up shop, but definitely we had an opportunity there to take a stranglehold on that run, and we did not do it. And really the very end part of the first half, the beginning part of the second half, Coach talked about it in there, and that was a big difference in this game. I'd like to know what they outscored us in the last, maybe 3 minutes of the first half, and the first 3 minutes of the second half. I'd say it was a pretty big margin. I thought we outplayed them in a lot of the other times of the game. Effort was there. Give those guys a lot of credit too for coming in here and getting down and coming back. But I like to think that we would shoot better than that on most nights, and if we had that kind of effort, that we'd come out on top. But that's basketball.
Well, that's amazing what a tremendous point guard can be and mean to a team, because I think Kim J. Williams, and you talked about it, we might have been off there when we talked about it. We've had some tremendous point guards, and Dustin and Marcus, and he's that type of player. He's so good at the little things, to be able to get guys in the air, get fouls, frustrate you defensively. He just knows how to play, and I thought he was the difference. I mean, you could, obviously the shooting, you're disappointed with that, but even that, if they just have a regular point guard and
Sure.
not an All-American, you probably come away with a win.
Yeah, give him credit. He changes the game, and he puts so much pressure on your defense, and you try to figure out ways to control him, and he can score at the basket, and he can set other guys up. So when you start helping too much, and no doubt about it, he's a difference maker. But I thought also number 24, Blake Marquette, 8 threes. He had 28 points as well, and he really shot it well, and he's got a quick release, and he's a tough matchup there. They put 4 guards or 4 shooters, if you count the point guard, around that big kid a lot, and with the point guard's ability to break you down, it puts a lot of pressure. And then sometimes when you get spread out on the shooters, they throw it inside and have a lot of room to go one-on-one inside, and I think we've seen that, in the second half a little bit.
Yeah, I guess why I brought up the 42 3-point shots is, coming in when you talk about a 4-guard lineup, I guess, not seeing them play, you assume that you might have an advantage inside, but I came away impressed with their big kid. Alex had a tough go at it, and then even when we moved Tyler inside there, we struggled against his length in the paint.
Yeah, really, we did, and it's been an issue we got to get better play out of our low post, and really our best success at posting was when we posted up our guards in there and they started doubling, and you got to be able to take a better advantage of that when they double. But again, they were doubling with their 5, and at times when you have Al in there, Alex White in there, he's not going to be spacing the defense, but you got to get your spacing of the rest of your guys. And I thought we missed a couple opportunities there. But getting back to your point, their big played really well. Both their bigs played really well, and really kind of took it at our bigs in the second half, I thought, down on the block, and got some big offensive rebounds too.
All right, Coach. Well, now we got to go on the road, and it's never fun to lose at home, and that multiplies because now you go on the road and you're going to play 2 outstanding teams. We start up at Northern Michigan, and a little different team. You're going to see 2 different teams. It makes it tough on you coaches. A very athletic team, I believe, in Northern Michigan, and then more of a traditional Michigan Tech team with 2 great scorers and some odd times as well. Got to play late on Saturday, so it's going to be a tough trip. Yeah,
it will be. Every road trip into GLIAC is not, no, it's not a picnic. But having to go all the way up to the UP is a challenge within itself. But we've went up there and got wins in the past. They're not easy, but, we'll start watching these guys and preparing for them. We got finals this week as well, and some of our guys had to, obviously we've had to reschedule a lot of our final exams to fit those in a condensed time period, and some of them were even taken this week. So, we'll go up there. I don't know a ton about Northern Michigan except for what they had last year, and that's kind of how we try to do is one game at a time. Other guys might be working ahead a little more than I am on them, so I can't give you a whole lot more than they are athletic. I do know that, and Michigan Tech is always really well coached, very skilled, tough place to play. So it'll be a tough stretch, but we got to go up there and find a way to get a couple wins.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Wednesday when we drive up there.
All right, Jason. Thanks.
All right, that's assistant coach Dan Shardo. Once again, thank him for joining us.